Sup y'all, it's Jewel, and today y'all I want to have a little discussion with y'all. So what do you think is the big three of FPS? Now immediately off my back I thought of this while playing Doom, and I thought like this: Doom, Duke Nukem, and Wolfenstein. These three, if I remember correctly, that these were the revolutionary back in the day for FPS. Like really, this is what made FPS pop off, and like what every FPS based off of these three games. Like Duke Nukem, I remember as a kid I played it on the PC one time back in school. Yeah, I know I've been in school, and like it was so much fun just like going around shooting motherfuckers. See how brutal it was on the gore and the chainsaw with back in the day, back in my day when I was a kid, and playing this game now in the modern day version, it really is fun. It does have reminiscence of some of the old game style, really was, and this modern take of what it added a little bit, like the upgradables, it just added a little bit to it. It didn't change the game that much. It just add to it, really. That was all I like about this game so far. And now I want to talk about Duke. And with Duke Nukem, like, hey, when I played it as a kid too, I played it one time from a friend's house, and he had Duke Nukem. I played a little bit, and I liked it how this guy was just a funny dude and everything. He just make jokes, cracking jokes every single time. And I remember one of them said, I gave a girl some money and a strip club thing, and she showed her titties all like, yo, what the fuck is this, bro? It was crazy. Now, given how the modern Duke Nukem Forever game happened, I remember I did watch the gameplay of it, did play myself. At first I thought it was okay, but then when I stopped watching it for a little bit, cause I got caught up with shit, and then over time I heard how actually it was pretty bad, like it wasn't that good. At first it started off like classic Duke, with humor, but then I don't know what it was, and hopefully one day I get to play that game, because really though, I heard nothing bad things about it. And I also want to talk about is Wolfenstein. Now, Wolfenstein, I did play it the whole version as a kid. I really did it, good chance. Thing is, I didn't know Wolfenstein existed until Wolfenstein, the modern day came out. The modern day one came out, and I'm playing right now. I'm playing it off screen because I got it when it was free on Epic Games. And really though, these three games, man, these three games, I feel like these really are the grandfathers of FPS. Granted, there are some similarities to them, and the similarities that one, you get to turn your brain off. Really, that thing really FPS now. Some of you guys, they really don't give you that feel to turn your brain off, just going ham and wild and shit like that, Except for a game like Duke. Except for a game like Duke Nukem, Doom, right, 2016, I'm playing right now, and Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein, Duke Nukem, and Doom really just kept to their roots. Just turn your brain off and just go ham, have fun. What I also like too, it was the main characters are they got their own charm to them. You feel me? We got Doom guy, quiet motherfucker, just goes in, brutal motherfucker, just going ham, and every hell spawn just scared of death to this guy, right? And then you got fucking Duke, guys out here cracking jokes, aliens coming invade the earth, fuck it, whatever, man. And he's just cliched action hero, he just crack jokes, be all badass and shit like that, and then you basically you play a movie. And for Wolfenstein, like I said, I haven't really played the old version, so I can't really compare it to the new one, but hopefully the new one and the old one are comparable. But so far, to be honest, I kind of like the main character. I forgot his name, to be honest, but he really is kind of compelling, to be honest. Of a soldier who woke up, realized shit, the Germans won World War II and shit like that, and it just it is crazy, to fight a revolutionary while trying to fight the Germans. But Wolfenstein, so I am very going off of what little knowledge I have. I can't really speak on so much Wolfenstein, but also I just love how they are similar, but it's so different. like I said, like yo, we got Doom take place on Mars, on Hell on Mars. Literally, you're just fucking on Hell, and you just terrorize motherfuckers. And you got fucking Duke Nukem. Yeah, you saw you're not staging on Earth, but aliens invading. All right, and then you got fucking the Wolfenstein. You find the Nazis, and I'm pretty sure that this in the old version, they're also, you know what, is the same as the new version. Like it won World War II essentially, and that right there is like, you know, why I think, and like from there, you know, that might take like why I think these guys are the grandfathers of FPS. Think about it, every other FPS out there, they're doing based off Duke, Doom, and Wolfenstein, like they were Call of Duty. Same shit over again, but it's different little minor tweaks. Same Battlefield, same thing, different tweaks. And then we also got Halo. And the same gameplay, but the story though is keeping deeper and deeper. Like, because I think without these three games, of Wolfenstein, Duke, and Doom, like these games will not be for fruition, not be right here. In more of detail, let's talk about Doom. Like Doom, it definitely inspired a bunch of other games. The one thing that come to mind was Dusk. Not Dust, like Dusk. All right, and when I first saw a gameplay of Dusk, I'm like, wait a minute, this is Doom? Cause I saw so much similarities, like double signs, demons, like the way how you move around and running and gunning. I never really thought of Doom. Like that's what I think Doom does so well. It just really does, like showing off the goriness. And that's why it made it stand, and that's why I think why it made it stand off so much different from Duke and also Wolfenstein. Doom was known for its brutality and for its gore, and that's why I think, you know, Doom should stand as Doom is the one of the big three of FPS, because you know there are some other games like that really show so many heavy gore, like for example like another FPS like Gears of War. Now I have Gears of War myself too, but I know I saw plenty of it, and I'm pretty sure they got that chainsaw gun idea from Doom, because come on now, like with that chainsaw gun was ripping, what did you think of, Doom guy doing that shit too, to put the demons, like for real. That's why I think like Doom really does so well with his score. Alright, let's talk about Duke Nukem. Now Duke Nukem, bro, I feel like has a better character that everybody could fuck with than Wolfenstein and Doom. Because Duke Nukem was, he was a funny dude, you feel me? Like he had a thing, like as you were playing on Duke, this guy will crack jokes, and he's a wisecracker, you feel me? Like something that he'll be able to interact. He'll be like interacting with the world and shit, and it's just a guy out here, doing, his thing of just, I'll do what I want to do. I don't care how I do it. I want bullshit up, kill shit. That's it. Make jokes along the way. And I think like how this game also expires another game called Serious Sam. Now Serious Sam and Duke Nukem go hand in hand. They actually are pretty similar. When you think about it, you got two guys who were just in the military, right? They both got to defend Earth from alien invasions, and both these guys are just fucking two wisecracking guys. Jokes, right? You motherfuckers love to bust on the other aliens balls, and we just make fun of the guys in the Paris's. And like when it comes to women, these niggas will do anything for get a shorty. You feel me? They all about the just saying like when it comes to the shorties, like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm trying to show off myself. I'm trying to show my skills off, and like that's why I think like Duke is another thing that stand out of the big three, because like because Duke did really have that character, that charm of him. You feel me? And that's what inspired Serious Sam to be. Serious Sam. Now I had played Serious Sam myself. I did saw gameplay of it as well. Now I'm hoping to play that myself one day too. But That's what serious. That was Duke Nukem did so well out of Big 3 was that it had a charming character. And Duke was a really good character out of the characters of Wolfenstein and Doom. And bro just had the humor of just like saying like, yo, like he just had the humor. You could be badass while still be funny. You know what I mean? And like that's like you see in like those in action movies like Rambo and and also Ash from from Evil Dead. What's my man line said? Groovy. When he pulled that shotgun out, bam, bro. Like, come on now. Like, those are the witty one-liners that do be inspiring. You feel me? It just like stuff like that. You can be badass while being, to be funny dude at the same time. And now let's talk about the one last game that I have little experience with, but I'm kind of looking forward to learning more about it. And it's Wolfenstein. Now, Wolfenstein, I don't really have much experience with. Like I said, I haven't played the new one, and I believe it's called Wolfenstein New Order. I am playing it off screen because I got it for free for Epic Games, and I've been enjoying it. It's been a blast so far. Feel me? Really though, I want to say that what Wolfenstein does good from going off the modern take is really the story, the settings of the Big 3. Because really though, that's the thing, like I kind of am paying attention to the setting and to the story of Wolfenstein. Because if I were to play Duke, I would play Duke just to kill shit in a brutal way. And if I would play Duke right now, I would just feel like an epic action hero. Just give off one-liner cracking jokes and shit. But with Wolfenstein, when I was playing it, I really was getting involved in the story, playing into the story. And that right there would, I feel like Wolfenstein, hopefully in the old version, where I get a chance to, really did capitalize on the settings. And I think like Wolfenstein also inspired again to help with alternate settings of the real world. Like we got Homefront, where it was the Koreans, came together, North and South, and took over the world. And then you got Metro Exodus, where the whole nuclear world, the Russians, they took over, shit like that. And like that's why I think my opinion, the Wolfenstein does good out of Big 3 is its settings. So and I feel like because how Wolfenstein altered the settings of history, that would inspire to make other games do like a better what if world of real life history is changed. So those are my takes on those 3 games. Like I really feel because these 3 games, they are considered the Big 3 of FPS. Literally, like because these 3 were about the games after them, none of them will be successful. Okay, Doom for brutality, Duke for its witty and charming character, and Wolfenstein for having a good setting of alternate worlds, alternate history. And that's where I think because these 3, they are called the Big 3 of FPS. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you consider liking and subscribing, and let me know of what you guys think of my opinion of the Big 3. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think that my experience of these 3 games need to be a little more in depth so I can really understand these better, why these 3 games were such an impact on the FPS genre? And if you do think so, let me know down in the comment below. I very much appreciate it, because I really would love to get to know more about these games, especially Wolfenstein, like I said. Other than that, I appreciate you guys listening in, giving a watch, and I'll see you guys next time, alright?
Only to destroy this last filter, and Argent energy will no longer exist in this solar system. We will be back at square one. You have no idea what you have just done.
Olivia is still alive. I've detected her life signature at the Argent Tower. She has removed one of the accumulators from the tower base. It has a unique energy signature that we can track.
Well, that's it then. There's nothing else to be done.